Hey everybody, welcome back. I just want to say, if you want to help me keep pushing this project forward, Patreon is the best way to do that. You'll get exclusive OLM content and you'll be directly supporting the work. Links below. I appreciate it as always. So why did I choose animation over live action, even though animation terrified me? Well, because at some point I had to decide what kind of creator I wanted to be. If you're building anything, you can eventually hit this tension between prestige and service, wanting to be taken seriously and wanting to actually give something to people of value. I had to pick where I wanted to go. Live action was easier as a kid. You grab a mini DV camera, run around with your friends, shoot stuff, you edit it, you're done. Animation, on the other hand, creating 1 minute of animation could take weeks, if not months. It felt overwhelming and impossible. Forget it. But by my first year of college, I leveled with myself and I said, okay, you've loved anime your whole life. Stop being scared and learn about animation. So I made my first animation ever, which I'll show here. It's not that great. It was my freshman year, 2007 final project. It later became Fighting Spirits. It wasn't polished at all, but it had a memorable concept. I don't know why, but I even put it in my Pixar portfolio when I applied for my internship there. And it helped me get it because there was an interesting idea. Definitely not because it looked good. Around that time as well, I kept thinking about an old movie I saw in high school called Sullivan's Travels. Released in 1941, Sullivan's Travels tells the story of a golden age Hollywood director named John Sullivan who wants to create very important, serious films. So he goes out to experience real-life suffering firsthand so he can create something profound. Well, long story short, Sullivan ends up in prison, and he watches prisoners laughing at cartoons during a screening one night. And he realizes, well, maybe what people need isn't this heavy, profound masterpiece I'm trying to create. Maybe they just need joy. And the message of that film struck with me because I love serious stories, don't get me wrong. Stuff like Citizen Kane, Moby Dick, The Godfather, King Lear, really most Shakespeare actually, Kurosawa's Ron, most Kurosawa movies actually. For some reason, I just find myself drawn to the meaning in stories because, well, I feel like they help me understand the chaotic world around me and give me comfort that I'm not alone. But like John Sullivan, I realized the best way I could try and give value as an artist is by trying to deliver joy. Joy despite or alongside the seriousness. When I made One Last Monster, yes, it has alien invasions and catastrophic weapons, sacrifice. It's an indie attempt at a blockbuster action-adventure anime, I suppose. But underneath all that is an exploration of deeper themes. And so animation felt like the right vessel for that, for me to scratch both itches. And that made me think about something that shaped me as well. At my core, I'm a huge rock music fan. U2, Oasis, Coldplay, etc. But I'm also a big Bob Dylan fan, surprisingly. And when I first heard his song Like a Rolling Stone in college, decades after it came out, it gripped me. Bob Dylan unleashed something that tackled issues of identity and disillusionment and expanded the potential of the medium. I remember thinking when I learned that, well, what if animation can do that too? Break out of its box. In the United States, though things are changing, thankfully, animation is still largely labeled as content for kids. But in Korea, Japan, France, and elsewhere in the world, animation is a dynamic storytelling vehicle for all ages and all stories. It can speak to older audiences about all the big questions: philosophy, tragedy, myth, politics, spirituality, etc. The list goes on. So when I chose animation, I was choosing the ability to build anything visual and thematic with what feels like absolute limitless freedom. Yeah, you pay for it in terms of time and work, and a lot of it too. It is a slow process and it can often be tedious and frustrating. But in return, I feel like I can create stuff that takes you away for a few minutes and maybe makes you think. And for me anyway, I can think of no better way to try and serve audiences and other people. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.